Hi, my name is James Allen. I'm a fourth year medical student at the Medical College of Georgia, and today I'll be presenting our project on building a research match. Even though both institutions and student trainees are incentivized to get involved with research, we often find that there are research projects without enough manpower, or there's discontinuity of projects, even though there are plenty of students looking for projects who can't find any. So we wanted to bridge this gap. Our solution was to create a dual-facing database with one branch aimed at collecting projects, the other branch aimed at recruiting students. We would then algorithmically match them based on their interest to find the best fit. We started by talking to MCG administration to establish for the first time a new research VP position so that students have a point person. Secondly, we met with clinical department chairs to gauge interest. We also spoke with curriculum and career advising deans to discuss the broader implications of the student-facing side of the database as profiles to be used to help students with their interests. We also received approval to start the inaugural MCG Research Symposium as a forum for presenting medical student research. So how does this all work? We started by building a survey for students to fill out based on their interests, as well as some posters that are recognizable that simply ask faculty if you have a research or a case review, simply scan the QR code and fill out the faculty and project half of the database. Each half of the database is meant to mirror the other with the same questions. So in this way, we can go through one question after another and find where the best matches are. The databases for the student side and the faculty side were also double-blinded to prevent any carpet bombing of specific projects in the database. We were then able to use the mirroring questions on each side of the survey to then make the match. So our pilot study was an early success. We were able to, in the first year, get 17 projects and 70 trainee profiles. This expanded to 47 projects and 153 trainee profiles in the following year. We were able to also establish the newly elected research VP positions for all 4 current classes. Lastly, the MCG Research Symposium is now in its second year. Reflecting back, there was certainly significant interest among students for a database like this, and we received a lot of positive feedback. We also collected a lot of useful information on student career interests, but we haven't yet been able to directly connect this to the advising system at MCG. The Research VP position will also certainly continue to be a key role to provide students a voice in a critical part of their education. Lastly, we wanted to mention that we did feel that we were biting off a little more than we could chew in filling out both the project and the student of the data side of the database on our own. In the future, we'd like to work with faculty and get MCG as an institution more involved on the project side, and students can focus on the student side. So, speaking of which, for our future goals, we'd like to improve visibility and expand the project database to match the supply of available trainees. We'd also like to encourage longevity by implementing methods to follow up on the currently matched projects. And lastly, we want to automate the matching process to make it more efficient and less time intensive for the research VPs. Finally, we also want to transfer, as I mentioned, the project filling responsibilities to a dedicated research faculty or hopefully a research office at the medical school. We want to thank my co-authors as well as Dr. Tucker for being a great mentor, and thank you all for listening.